Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a breezy 33-degree Saturday, the 1st of February. January is gone. Wow. It's quite cool out here. But there's actually showing a threat of snow in the next 15 minutes. Light snow. It was snowing this morning, but it wasn't enough. It didn't stick anywhere. It was just falling and just kind of, just hitting the ground so light that nothing stuck. But anyway, we need to go get some gas. I don't have spare gas in case we lose power or something like that. Need to get a generator running or two. And I got enough. The generators are full. I have it treated and full, all the gas. So I've got, probably between the two generators, almost 20 hours of runtime before I need gas. So, but it's better to have it on hand than to scramble trying to figure it out later. And plus, I got that DJI power bank thing. But if you run like heaters or something like that, it'll go through that power pack pretty quick. So for that kind of stuff, but good old gas generator gets it done if you need a longevity. But anyway, finishing up on the yesterday's video. It's in there rendering as it may be. Sasha out there roaming around. But yeah, it's actually nice at the moment. You can see nothing wet's falling out of the sky. Everything's dry out here. Oh, Danny boy, he's out here running around. Danny. I got a jogger run. That's a good boy, Danny. Danny says, "Oh, I know her. She comes by a lot." Of course, the girls, you got to freak out about it, huh? It's just somebody jogging out there. Get all your feathers all ruffled up. Sasha. All right. Welcome to the day. Welcome to the jungle. I'm so dadgum upset I could spit fire. So, told you guys I got the gas cap, locking gas cap. There's the hole. Everything's cool. Not so much. Here's the stock cap. Here's the locking cap. Notice the shape of the gasket compared to the two. Big difference. This has got a much wider oval hole. So I probably spent 2 hours on this thing so far. I spent almost an hour and a half keying that dadgum lock. You can take them instructions and just literally throw them away. There's some reference of stuff in there, but how to key the lock is very, very complicated and doesn't make any sense. And stuff in the key they're showing is different than the key that's going in the lock. How it all works is just not right. So anyway, I don't notice this. So I get it in, it has an Oetiker clamp, and you take the Oetiker clamp off, and it's got one of those really strong spring-loaded clamps. I've already done that. Get all the hoses on, set it down. I put a little dab of copper coat in there because you got brass and plastic. You don't want to strip any of that stuff. But anyway, I get one bolt started, and then I can't get the next one in. I'm going, what's going on? I absolutely can't get this thing to go in. One screw goes, and I can't get the next one. I'm going, it's like it's hitting, so it's not turning all the way. Well, the reason being is when you're turning it, this old-fashioned, this is a weighted thing that shuts the fuel off if you drop the bike and the bike goes upside down. It stops the fuel from flowing out. And this is a new modern style. But yeah, this is actually hitting the tank when I turn it. Actually, it's hitting over here because it's turning that way. Problem is, I got that key all nice and coated. It's all in there. Functions perfectly fine. I can get it back out, but I'm not going to go. I'll get with Harley and see what they want to do. So very confusing. You know, the key goes this way, and anything that goes down is the smaller numbers. Anything that goes up is the higher numbers. If you get the kit and you look at the instructions, that part will make sense to you. But how they want you to measure each part of the key to see what the key. This is not the key numbers, obviously. So anyway, because it's different for every. But anyway, it says if it's this, then it's number 1. If it's that, it's number 2. Nothing measures what they're saying. One is like 15.6 millimeters. There's nothing that equals that much. It just doesn't make any sense. But I've done enough keys that I got it done. What's weird is, like I've done a whole bunch of Japanese and BMW keys. All the down slots have their own hole, and the whole little key thing goes in there. Well, these share a hole. So number 1 and 2 literally ride beside each other. This one's got a spring going up, this one's got a spring going down. But in the hole, they slide together. So anyway, if that little reference helps you in any way, if you try to get, this would go for the, the sport bags or anything else that uses your stock key. So the stock cap is going back on. The fancy locked with its key and the tumbler and everything in there. She's got to go back. I hope I can send it back. So I was showing Kelly on the computer. I pulled it up right quick on my MacBook. So I go to the gas cap, and it says it fits 21 through 23. And I go, dang. So maybe it's just not updated. So right off to the right, there's a little thing. It says fitment. So I click that, and it says, what's your year, 24, what's your model, Pan America S. And yes, it does fit. So I ordered it. And no, it does not fit. It absolutely does not fit. So, put the cap back on. Done with this. Yeah, we're going to Home Depot. We got a breaker. I was telling you about the wall sockets. It's a CFCI breaker. I got the wrong breakers for it, so I got to return those. But also, while I'm there, Doug was telling me, and he showed me pictures how he did it. I think it was his Goldwing he was showing, where he got that rubber backed, it looks like that indoor-outdoor carpet type stuff, real tight, and I like to use gray. And Ryan had a roll of that in here somewhere, and I think he ended up coming getting it, or we used it for something. I think I actually used it as a mat at some point. I think I got so dirty I just threw the thing away. Remember, I used to put something I put on over there, Kelly's Himalayan or something. And then I got I do have that, a rolled up mat that a vendor gave us, a bunch of them. And anyway, it's too colorful. I don't want that in the bottom. I like that light gray. But go to see if Home Depot has that and reel off a little bit and we'll use that and put that in the bottom of the bags. He says that's what he does with his. It works good. It looked really good how he did it at Goldwing. And I think I've seen other customers that, have had that in their bags. That's kind of cool. But anyway, bummer about the gas cap. And I was going to put the straps on here, which is no easy feat. Because it doesn't fit in there very good. It's a fighter. What happens is when you have the thickness of the strap underneath the corner things with the hooks and all that stuff, now the holes are different. So what I use is I take all three. The whole cap thing is loose, and I get it where I need it, and just use an awl, and that'll move it over. And you just with a death grip, you gotta hold it to one side and get the screws started in there while you have it set. But yeah, a little fun. There's always a challenge somewhere. So anyway, let me get this cap on. And they're talking about I already told you that, some flurries coming. So it's going to get worse as the day gets going. But odd enough, it's 40 degrees out there right now. And I see sunshine out there. So anyway, I'm going to bounce at that. Sorry, he's going to show you something cool with a lock and gas cap. But it ain't going to work on a 24. There you go. All right, be interesting to see what Harley says. I'll keep you updated. So despite the threat of snow, we drove to Chehalis to get some stuff. And hitting our little Dairy Queen or Burger King thing here. And but the temperature's staying pretty warm. It's actually 37 now, so that ain't bad. But I keep getting the winter weather warnings because anything that's, of elevation is going to get it. And then we're going down the freeway, and there's a high spot you go through, and it was slushy stuff hitting the windshield. Nothing was sticking at all. But we're waiting for our meal. Kelly's in there doing her diabetes stuff. And we're going to chow down and hit Home Depot. And then Tractors or Harbor Freight Tools and Walmart's. We might skip Walmart's because it is literally packed to the street. Everybody's rushing to get ready for the storm, if there is one. I tell you, that little step stool thing that Christy got for Ray Lynn.
Yeah, that would work good.
Wouldn't be a bad thing.
I know it. Literally, the raindrop has to fall down on the inside of the glasses.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I got that when I was messing with that electrical box out there.
Yeah.
Had to power the house down for a little bit to do some testing, and
we got it figured out.
and it kept dripping right in the backside of my glasses.
I know it. Why can't you hit the front where you can go like that?
I was doing something yesterday that was happening to me. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, that was very, very good as usual.
Yes, it was.
The old BK burger. Home of the Whopper. Yeah. I go, what in the heck is that thing? It looked like a slider. It was so small. It was a little bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah.
It did look really, them little ones are always really good.
Yes, and that's plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bigger one, I get too full and I feel fat.
All right, well, let's go hit the Home Depot.
All right.
All right. Did a Harbor Freight run, and then Kelly, because Walmart's was so packed, she hit this grocery outlet. This is a really nice one over here. My finger won't grab the zoom. There she is. It won't focus. But yeah, it's nice and warm in this truck. So got a steam cleaner. I bought a set of those 3/8 and SAE. And I got these cool spanner wrenches that I love these things. They come in so handy in different scenarios. And yeah, we'll show you that when we get home. Oh, I can't believe you packed them carts all the way. Well, you took both of them, didn't you?
No, I just took the one because that one belongs to another store.
Oh, all right.
Whew.
I took my Harbor Freight one back too. So.
Okay. Yeah, because they don't have no little cart. Oh, there is a cart dollar for Harbor Freight.
Oh, jeez, I didn't even see that. I walked it all the way. Mine's the one and only sitting out in front of the store. But anyway, that was a whole lot better than going to that fiasco. Walmart's is, well, we told you earlier, it's all the way out a little bit better when we were coming through. But Home Depot was good.
Yeah.
Got what we needed there. All right, let's roll before it gets dark, Mama.
Yeah, she's getting dark fast.
Yeah, what is sunset? It's 5:16. We only gained a minute.
Well, that's it. We're 3 minutes from sunset.
And look that looks snowy towards our area.
Yeah.
At least we got 4-wheel drive.
Yes.
So this is the one you got to Emmanuel stick it in there.
Yeah.
But it all works. It gets the job done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mama, let's roll.
All right.
That's a bummer. I got to go to this Shell station to get non-ethanol. That's that one on the far left there. I like the Tetraline stuff. I'm just a Shell Texaco or Chevron Texaco dude.
In our little gas station, quit
Yeah.
selling it.
So I got a good look at that vapor recovery nozzle thing, and yeah, I see how it doesn't work on the Pan America.
Oh.
It catches the nozzle's so long before the flip up thing. I should have pulled my camera out and filmed that thing. Actually, I was trying to show you, but I couldn't figure out where you went.
Oh. I was trying to stay far away.
But anyway, so I got 5 gallons. Always get exactly 5 because it's easy to treat 5 gallons of fuel. Yep. It's easy to be exact. But anyway, let's head to the homestead, Mama.
All right.
Lovely old gal. That was a cool ride I took. Surprisingly, nothing's dirty on it. It got nothing out of that. I think because everything was frozen. What looked wet wasn't wet. But the Pan America's all back together. The furnace is acting up. It's running, but it's not blowing any heat. So that thing just scared me. I turned all the power off to it. And these little things actually use less energy and do absolutely fine. She's back to the old stock cap again. I got a scratch. Oh, a smudge. So super easy to take all this off. It's just 2 screws. You have the seat off. Actually, you can probably get it off without the seat off. It just kind of slips in the back. And got a little thing in the frame that holds it. But anyway, that's that for that. So check out our Harbor Freight, and the other thing we got from Home Depot was one of the CFI or GFI, they call it GFCI, the fuse that we had a problem with at the house. So anyway, this thing was on sale, a steam cleaner kit. But these, if you ever use a steam cleaner thing, these things are awesome. Really great for cleaning stuff like some dirty spots in your car and stuff like that. It's crazy what you can do with it. Had one years ago. It was a little small thing. It wasn't quite as hot, and it did an amazing job. But because part of that, I forget what they call the thing, something track or something with Harbor Freight, I got a free tool. So I got Kelly. My son had one of these here and left it here. We used it all the time, and Kelly used it all the time. Then he remembered he left it and came and got it. He goes, "Bob, you still got my heat gun?" He goes, "This is just a cheap thing from Harbor Freight." I think they were like $19.95 back then. But anyway, I got the free tool from that. And then I went back and got the SAE, speak right here, version of those really nice 1/4-inch 6-point, the little shorts. Things are nice. But these are those ratchets. I love the offset box. It's crazy how many places you can get with those things. With my Harleys, I haven't really come across something where I needed that, but I'm like always needing it on stuff at work. And even, what are they doing here? Was it something on a Pan America? Because everything's metric on that thing. I don't remember. Maybe it was one of the Royal Enfields or something. But I have like a piecemeal thing that I have in my box. But I thought, a good set of these things would be very nice. But we'll pop those things out. Oh, one thing. Oh, yeah, I bought this 36-inch massive crowbar thing. If you ever, people, the old saying, what would you use that for? What in the world would you use that big, heavy thing that you can, move the earth with? And the old saying is, if you need it, you'll know why you bought it. You know why they're there. There's times where you need some torque to move something big around, and I don't know how many times I've got lots of cheater bars, but they're small, and there's just different things you come across, even if it's just moving a boulder or something. It's crazy what these things come in useful for. Like at work, moving racks. You know, sometimes over time, especially with the Spyders, it pushes my rack forward a little bit every time. Especially when you're busy and you approach it a little too quick, and you know you go as slow as you can, but sometimes when the front wheels are just about to crest over, there's enough load that it'll push the rack slightly. You stick that thing down there and just boom, and you just move the rack back. Them racks are crazy heavy. But anyway, $19.95 for that thing. That's crazy. That's just too cheap not to get. Especially so handy. But yeah, we need that. We went to the one, and I didn't realize. I just was a knucklehead and didn't realize that it looked like it was two separate deals in the fuse box. And it wasn't. I thought it was just that one block, but it was it's literally two pieces. Why it has it's split like that, I have no idea. And all the ones you look at, you know, it's a one piece deal. But anyway, that's the thing we need. And we think it was the girls like to run the heater in the bathroom in the main hallway. And they got that going, hair dryers going. Well, it was cold in the master bedroom, and I got a little heater that goes in there as well. You know, we try to minimize, you know, how much heat we have going in the house. And anyway, I think it got overloaded. And who knows, the thing's, you know, just old and gave up, I guess. But I verified that is the issue, was the fuse. It wouldn't reset. And it wasn't. I know what it's like when it still has a short and it snaps back. Yeah, it physically would not click over. You know, and thinking, you know, maybe there is a problem. You know, and it's so shorted that it won't even allow it to reset. But I just turned the power off and it's dead. So anyway, I'm gonna yank this thing apart right quick. What absolutely wonderful. It's just amazing that for a fraction of what you pay off the tool truck, you get these things. I mean, that is absolutely wonderful. These will go on, get passed on to my grandkids at some point. And I love how they got the color differential, the same if you get the SAE version of these offset box wrenches. They're in a red case as well. Very nice. That offset is amazing, the different places that can get you into. It's really, really nice. And I could see, I don't know if that's long enough, but you almost need that open end, but that would be perfect on that idler pulley for the Honda. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, what a wet day. It's not raining at the moment. Sasha's running around out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Somehow or another, she, plasters herself on that bench. Kelly goes out to get her, and the bench is all knocked over. I don't know if she jumped off and got her cable caught behind it or whatever, but I'm sure that scared the bejesus out of her.
Oh, I'm sure it did. Yeah, she was a ways from there. Because it tried to get me.
Hiding from the rain, the bench attacked me.
Mm-hmm.
But Kelly says it's not sitting there right anymore. I have to go investigate.
Yeah. I tried to put it back, but it's still kind of wobbly.
Yeah. One of the dogs over the summer dug over there. Might even been Sasha. And so it's been a little unstable anyway.
Yeah.
Just have to rearrange some of that gravel underneath it.
Yeah, get more level.
But other than the finding out the issue with the locking fuel cap, the day was quite smooth. That kind of peed me off.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have, you
Yeah.
would have heard me screaming for a while.
Yeah, man. Especially the last, after we were done home, I went out there almost an hour and a half goofing around with that thing, trying to figure out, it just doesn't make any sense. And I go, you know what? I'm not going to read the instructions at all. I know how key tumblers work. I'm just going to go bit by bit. It took me literally 15 minutes to have it all together. Then I because the way they kind of ride together is kind of weird. It's hard to hold it all together. They tell you to tape it as you go along, but you got to untape it at some point. That seems like it'd be harder to try to capture stuff. But anyways, the very last one, putting in there and the thing slipped. Boom, the thing flew out, hit me in the chest, and couldn't find the spring. So looked forever. Another hit me and flew back on the table and went under the little cheat sheet piece of paper. There's no spare springs, like BMW and those guys, you have probably 10 extra springs. And
yeah, because they go flying out.
Yeah, but you need to not lose anything. But anyway, that'd be terrible. I don't think you can get those springs. I think you need to work on those things, down in a bucket or something so that something comes off. You can ting, find it. Anyway, got it to work. And then the cap doesn't work. Got out there this morning. Gonna put my cap on. Nope.
Thing.
But anyway, other than that, it was super chill. It was fun, goofing off. Got some new Harbor Freight stuff.
Yes.
That store's evil.
It is. It's a bad store.
Yeah. But anyway, I think on that, we want to bounce out.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Sunday or Monday.
Heck yeah. It's amazingly quiet out here.
I know it.
I hear a train going by way in the distance. It's amazing. The sound of that train come up that mountain.
I know it.
And you hear that thing. You hear them honking and all kinds of stuff out there. It's like, wait a minute.
That's
a long ways away. But anyway, appreciate you watching.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
All right. Bye-bye now.